Johnson back again with another cool video build. I'm gonna be working on Daredevil. This is like Daredevil 2.0. I know I've already made a Daredevil helmet several months back, but I decided to make another one since season 2 Daredevil looked a little bit different, and I figure I'd go ahead and do it again. It's got openings on the ears and stuff, so yeah. And this will be part 1 of the Daredevil, and let's get started, why don't we? As usual, I'm going to wrap ED with my high-tech template maker. This time I'm going to go with black because it looks a lot cooler after you put the duct tape on. Now the ears and the horns is what I'm going to be doing differently from the first Daredevil helmet build. This design kind of makes more sense. The last helmet kind of covered the ear, which didn't really make any sense since that was one of his main senses. And as for the horn, I took a different approach. I wanted to make it one piece. The old design, I used a bunch of triangles and I glued them together. I then transferred all the pattern over to cardboard, and then I transferred it over to craft foam. Cut them all out, and it should all look something like this. I'm taking a wood burner to melt the center of the nose. While it's still hot, I fold it together and it should stick together like this. Apply some heat from a heat gun and you should have a nose piece that looks somewhat like this. The horn will have a one-piece pattern like this. All you do is you fold it, cut it, take a wood burner and then score the lines and then fold it, and while it's still hot, the foam should stick together like that. So you should have a one-piece horn. All you got to do is glue that corner together and we'll be good. Now that the horn and nose are done, let's move along to the rest of the helmet. I normally glue the outer pieces together before I merge the center. I don't know why I did it this way, but I did it and it worked, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I use the surface of the table to make sure that all my joints are lined up nice and smoothly. And once you get it all together, it should look something like this. Basically like the rest of the helmets that I've made. Take your nose piece and glue it onto the bridge of the nose and connect the side pieces, and you should have a funky looking helmet like this. I don't know what this looks like. Y'all tell me what that looks like. Gluing the edge of the horn and making sure that I have my placements ready before I glue it down. You want to make sure that you get it looking legit before you glue it down, because then you'll screw it up and then you're going to have a funky looking Daredevil helmet. It'll look like a funky Daredevil. So far I can get down with this thickness. I'm going to seal and paint it before I add on some shaded lenses. So I stole these amber tinted lenses from this safety glass. The amber tint kind of matches the helmet, so it was kind of a good candidate. I already cut one eye and I like the shape, so I need to make sure that the other eye was the same. I took some masking tape, I wrapped it, I cut it, placing it onto the other lens, making sure that it looks the same. I find it easier to use a pair of tin snip to cut this lens. Last video I did on Daredevil, I used Dremel, which was kind of sketchy and dangerous. I trimmed the helmet around the eyes so that the lens would fit better. Now that I dig it, I'm going to take some hot glue and make sure it stays put. And now I'm going to take some elastic and I'm going to glue it from one cheek to the other. You want to make sure that it fits you nice and snugly, because you don't want it to be too loose or too tight, because you could cut off some circulation to the head, which would not be a good thing. So I made a head sock, which I will cover in another video because it kind of works with other helmets instead of just Daredevil alone. So this is how it looks like so far. So groovy. I kind of dig it. Tell me what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something. The rest of the armor build is on the way. You guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. Today's shout out goes to Alex Curtis and Jake Smiley. They've been asking for this Daredevil build. I know a couple other people asked for it too, but anyways, here's your shout out. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to this channel to check out more awesome builds that I got coming for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching.